halved in about a year and a half. And the team was really down with, motivation, couldn't see us getting better. So this was the environment I came into. I was the first UNGMO they'd ever had as a leader. So all their apprehensions, he's going to bring in more of his UNGMO friends. And to that, I didn't hire any UNGMOs while I was the country manager in Singapore. So that experience again was learning the culture, learning the customers, getting to know the business very well, which sort of inspired me next to move into my next challenge. And that's when I went to Owen Chan and said, look, if Cisco's serious about consumer, I'll put my hand up and want to try and build this business because I think there's a huge opportunity for the company. And then obviously all my learnings from doing the voice to managing Singapore has really helped me a lot in understanding how to engage people. In terms of learning about the business, quite frankly, the consumer business is very different to anything else Cisco has, and that's been probably the steep learning for me. So that's sort of my brief background to where I got to and why I'm here today leading the consumer business. But what are the values that I see as a leader, and how do you try and portray yourself as a strong leader? Well, first, I think it's about putting up a strong vision and goals and being able to articulate that to your team. Because you need to understand, what are we heading for? What are we trying to be? Once the team has that, well, that's part of, at least we've got them hopefully steering in a similar direction. The next is building a team. And quite frankly, as a leader, this is the foundation of your success. If you don't invest in building and developing your team, it's going to be very difficult to succeed. And that's why any leaders out there strongly recommend, don't cut corners on your team. Your team is your success, and they're your pillars. So then it's your team. The next one is being able to have the ability to create a sense of urgency. You need the team to really want to go out there and you hear all these phrases, die for you or whatever, but you know what I mean? You want them to go out there and just do the hard yards, win the battles. Sometimes you get up in the morning and think, I don't want to go to work. But if you've got that, passion that you've built into the team, but we have to do it, we really want to make a difference. Then you, as a leader, if you've got your team working like that, you're going to hit a home run, you're on the right track. And the last thing I really focus on is taking calculated risks. Because as a leader, it's safe to keep doing the same old, but quite frankly, you're not going to get the exponential growth. Because I always challenge my team is, if I do the same thing I did this year, next year, and I expect a different result, I'll be a bit crazy. Because quite frankly, you've got to do things different. Which means sometimes you've got to step over the line a little bit. But it's got to be a calculated stepping over the line. So that's what I'd say to you. You need to be thinking about, right, how can I make that out-of-the-box thinking and do some steps out, but not too far out of the box. So then my sort of main mantra of what I'd say are key to leadership. I mean, I can say passion, and passion is definitely there. But passion is not just for leadership. Passion is, I think, for any part of the role or where you sit in the business. You need to be passionate. You need to be driven. So when I sort of look at what would I recommend to you as leaders or future leaders, it's really what I just said, but apply the passion to it. And really focus on setting goals and of where you want to go and understanding the steps you need to do to get there. A lot of people will say to me, was I lucky in getting to the role I got to? Well, maybe some luck was part of it, but quite frankly, all my career steps were planned. I knew where I wanted to go, and even if you ask me now, I want to know where my next 2 steps will be. And I've been working on them for 2 years. When I got into this role, I already started working on my next role. So I think you, as future leaders, need to be having the same sort of thinking. If you want to go into leadership, leadership's not for everybody. It's key for us to have strong contributors that don't want to necessarily lead, because that's what makes up the family, that's what makes up the engine and success of any company.